Barracuda by Heart. This is one of those songs that I guarantee I've heard, but I wouldn't be able to hum it. So we're going to watch this for the first time. I definitely don't believe I've ever seen the video. And if you're interested in watching this without any interruptions, the link to the original video is directly below in the description. So let's get this started. Heart by Barracuda. I mean, Barracuda by Heart. Okay, so far, I have not heard this. I like the gallops. Okay. Is it kind of weird? To me, it sounds like something that Soundgarden would do. I can totally hear Chris Cornell on this. Now, obviously, this came before. That's why it sounds so familiar to me. I may have heard this song, but it's really crazy. Like, I can totally hear Soundgarden doing a version. Did they do a version of this? She's got such an awesome mix. Like, she has such a clean, beautifully bright voice that's just so even throughout, you know? You're going from full voice very lightly, a light, nice, solid full voice, and just like gliding into other areas of your resonance, and it sounds exactly the same energy. That's just, you know, the mark of some really good singing. You have me it's down my knees. Obviously, that's kind of the idea. For me, is like a lot higher, probably, than for her. So I'm in full head voice doing that, which she's probably in a little bit more of a mix. But that's the great thing about this kind of singing, is that when you have your voice set in a certain position to where you're just really have like this solid position and you're not singing so heavy on the bottom, you're able to, it's just like there is no difference. Almost like high notes don't even exist anymore. It's like you're going to get there because it's all like an even playing field. Hell yeah. There's some good like in there somewhere in the back, like the back of her resonance. Probably like more towards the back of the throat. Oh man, that's fucking great. What a powerhouse. And I'm ashamed, because I don't know her name. I'm looking her up. Sorry, Ann Wilson. Of course I know Ann Wilson. See, this goes to show that I know names, but I can't put it together all the time, man. You know? She does have such like a theatrical voice. It's a perfect blend of theatrical and just like good rock, good classic rock. But you got to think about like when this came out. Like I always try to put myself in the position of like when this music came out, how it must have been perceived at the time. You know, we look at it like, oh, that's like 70s music, or that's late 70s, early 80s, and we put it in that bubble. But back then it was brand new, you know, and it's just like, whoa, this is an interesting sound. And I just wonder how it was really perceived. It's impossible to put yourself in that position knowing that we just know it and identify it with a time period now.
Ooh, Barracuda.
Good harmonies.
I think that you got the blues too.
It's like so perfectly clean and so perfectly in pitch. And you know they weren't using any fine tuning back then.
Silly fools.
Now, my question is the bassist using a pick or fingers? Because if I were playing bass, I would have so much fun just going bum ba-da-bum 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 bum. I'm trying to get a good look at the bassist.
Real good, don't do the trick. No, you better make up something
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, he's using his fingers. Dum ba-da-bum 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 ba-da-bum.
You gonna burn, 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 burn it to the wick. Barracuda.
You know, her voice is so perfectly paced. It's like, again, you know, I just admire so much when anyone who's singing in this style is just able to just do it with almost like, you can tell there's no tension on their face. And I always remind myself this because sometimes I have a tendency in the past of just using so much muscle that I don't need to use. In fact, I was told that by an ENT once that, you know, when I was scoped to check out my vocal cords, this is just in the past year, you're using a lot more muscle than you even have to. And I also discovered that I have very thin vocal cords, which means that, you know, singing like this sometimes will take some nuance to get. Some days I have it more than others. That's the big takeaway when I watch singers that sing in this style who are like the best at it, the best of the best. Someone like Ann Wilson or anybody that we covered on this channel, like John Farnham is a good example. You see just really, really strong, relaxed muscle memory and resonance that can only come with experience. And you never see any tension. That's the big takeaway from good singers. Like, there's no tension. It's like they're singing what you would consider the highest notes, the most challenging, difficult things with a neutral look on their face, like as if they're singing the lowest note in their range, or the easiest note in their range, I should say, because sometimes lowest note doesn't necessarily mean easy either. I just love how the song jams, man. I love that. That's swell. This is badass. Badass. What do you want? What do you expect me to say? You expect me to say anything less than badass? It's badass. What do you want me to say? Everything was more badass back then. And, you know, they didn't even think they were bad. Like, they were just so locked in. It's not even up for interpretation. Nobody was trying to be badass. Nobody was trying to just, like, dress themselves up as something that already was. It was just fresh, naturally fresh. You know, music just kind of went on its own, on its natural course of evolution, or whatever you want to call it. Some people didn't like where it went, but there's always going to be people who like and dislike where things go in the music industry or the music history and whatever. Ow! Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Before singing vocals like this, it really is important to warm up. You know, even before I do videos like this, I warm up. I get myself warmed up because there might be a chance that I try to attempt something that I hear in real time, because as a vocalist, I still like to challenge myself. I like to try some different things. It's why that I've been able to grow as a vocalist through the years, through experimentation, through watching other singers and paying close attention to their placements and how their face looks while they're doing certain things. And I've learned a lot through just observing. And I've created my own free warm-ups course too, how to warm up to sing anything you want. So if you're interested in warming your voice up and exploring the capabilities within your voice, check it out directly below in the description or the pinned comment. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Take care.